A notorious killer with a history of violent crimes on both sides of the border is back behind bars. William Shrubsall went before a judge this afternoon in Niagara County to be arraigned. 7 Eyewitness News reporter Hannah Bueller brings us the latest from the courtroom.
More than 22 years after William Shrubsall faked his own death and escaped the country while on trial for sex abuse in 1996, he is back in Niagara County Sheriff's custody and appeared once again in Niagara County Court Tuesday. 47-year-old Shrubsall has been in Canadian custody since 1998 for various sex crimes and other violent crimes against women in Canada. But after serving 20 years in Canadian prison, the Canadian Parole Board decided to send Shrubsall back to Niagara County, knowing he had outstanding warrants here.
It's very problematic. He's a serial offender, and in my opinion, he should have never been released from Canada.
County Undersheriff Michael Filicetti says sheriff's deputies picked Shrubsall up from the Rainbow Bridge and arrested him for the outstanding warrants, jumping bail and criminal contempt. While Shrubsall was in Canada, he was sentenced in absence to 2 1/3 to 7 years behind bars for the 1996 sex abuse case in Niagara Falls.
There's no change in his status in Canada. He was deemed to still be violent and a repeat offender, and they made the decision to release him knowing that he had state time to do here in New York State, so they decided to make him our problem.
Also in Canada, Shrubsall legally changed his name to Ethan Simon Templar McLeod. Today in court, he requested his new name be used moving forward. He pleaded not guilty to the bail jumping charge and will start serving his time for the sex abuse in 1996.
He owes to the Department of Corrections 2 1/3 to 7, which means after 2 1/3 years, he is eligible for parole under our state system.
District Attorney Caroline Wojtasek says if Shrubsall is convicted on the bail jumping charge, he could face another 2 1/3 to 7 years behind bars. But law enforcement officials say this violent offender never should have been let out of jail.
I don't like it because if he does the amount of time that he's sentenced to and gets out, I worry about him reoffending.
Shrubsall, aka Ethan McLeod, will be back in court in March for the bail jumping charge. He has 30 days from now to appeal his sentence for the sex abuse case. Live in the studio tonight, Hannah Bueller, 7 Eyewitness News.